do not live on a spinning ball, people. Let me look in my camera.
For real.
We do not live on a spinning ball.
It's flat.
It's flat. Any motherfucker that tells me we didn't go to the edge and jump off, I'll slap the shit out of you and choke the fucking shit out of you because that's not how it works, you dumb fucks. The sun and the moon are within our atmosphere. They are not all as far away as they say they are. We are the center of the universe. Everything is revolving around us. We are not revolving around anything. The planets are not solid things that you can land on and all this. The moon is not a solid thing. What else? The sun is not a fucking fireball in the sky. What else? There is no South Pole. What else?
But you know what? They lie about these things, and it's like, why does it even matter? Some of these things.
Why does it matter? Because
some of it I just
God out of the equation.
Got it.
So you think science replaces God in their eyes?
Yes. Your new deacons and priests are the scientists. Back in the days, people would listen to, those people for answers about the universe and all of that.
Yeah.
Now you go to the scientists.
Yeah.
But you do think there's value in scientists in general?
I think there's value in true science, not scientism. See, there's a religion of science and there's real science. See, real science you can observe something, repeat it, and all of that type of shit. You cannot, anything else outside of that is pseudoscience, right? If you can't do an experiment and repeat it and all of that type of shit multiple times and get data from that, it's pseudoscience, right? So now you find me a spinning ball that you could make water, stick all the way around that motherfucker as it spins and stick to that. Do that in an experiment. And I'll apologize for ever bringing this up.
I mean, I think you're a genius just because there's so much that you've said in the past that makes so much sense. For example, you talk about science. We talk about medicine. We talk about medication. We talk about the fact that there's fruits that you can eat that's proven to kill cancer cells. Mm-hmm. So one of them is a popular Caribbean fruit.
Soursop.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's proven to kill cancer cells. And people, when they go on these journeys.
They won't. Damn near make something like that illegal.
When you go to your trip, say you are fearful that you're not doing that well and you go to certain countries, you can go and eat these fruits and be around nature. And some people come back healthier than they've ever been. The bottom line is you're right. A lot of our medicine comes from plants, right? But
all medicine comes from
right.
Even their medicines derive originally from a plant.
And the only difference is concentration,
They
blah,
just
blah,
make
blah.
it synthetic.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But there's just so much truth to some of these old principles that exist. And it's interesting how everything comes back to the old teachings, if that makes any sense. But a lot of this stuff I tune out.
What are the old teachings?
And he knows what I'm talking about, the old teachings.
Well, just, I guess she's talking about certain biblical stuff, just teachings from before a lot of information started to be corrupted.
Books that lasted the test of time, you're saying?
Yes. Shit by Buddha and, you know what I mean?
Or even just
Stoicism.
the principles of what's on your chain.
Oh, yeah, well.
Those principles.
Right. Well, even with this, though, there's certain things in our lessons that.
What is that?
This is the universal flag of the nation of gods and earths.
Okay.
But there's certain things that are in our lessons that are based on what we thought was right and exact at the time. You see what I'm saying? And now a lot of the shit I'm saying is controversial because it goes against what's being said in the lessons, but the truth is the truth. And it has to be manifest, whether it makes certain people uncomfortable or not. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Do you believe in inclusivity though? Do you believe in like learning? Like for me, how I live my life is there are certain principles that I accept, but there's a lot of principles that I kind of like just don't pay attention to. Like, for example, certain things about the North Pole and all of that. Like, I just don't care about it. I don't pay attention to it. It doesn't help me with my everyday life of walking the earth.
Or so you think.
Yeah, so I think. So I don't pay attention to it, right? Some of it is just too much to think about. And I think that's why many people don't think about these things, because it's just too much.
I mean, do you pay a lot for your electric bill?
Probably.
Would you rather not pay that? So what if I told you that part of knowing that we don't live on a spinning ball is that there's a such thing called free energy, okay? And
boom.
And maybe that's something that would help you in your everyday life. That
save more money.
Oh, so they're hiding free energy
so that they can charge you.
So
they taking my money, just like my grandmother said.
Like, okay, they're lying about the fuel in airplanes. Those guys, if you believe that that those wings are holding enough fuel to fly these fucking airplanes, it's ridiculous. They're using the jet stream. Once you get into the jet stream, that shit propels you just like a fucking stream in the fucking, like the current in the fucking ocean will get you from Europe to fucking America if you get in that right fucking current. They got currents in the air that does the same thing. And these motherfuckers lying and charging you all this money for these plane tickets as if they got to fuel up these fucking airplanes. And if you look at the wings where supposedly the fuel is supposed to be, there's no way they could be storing enough fuel to fuel these massive fucking things and put them through the air. That's just to get it. They have enough fuel to get it in the air and all that, and they get it to the jet stream. There's another lie for you. And I encourage you, don't just take my word for anything that I say. Please go and research this for yourself and then be like, oh shit, Lord Jamar was right.
There's just so much. What do you think about all of this?
About I'm not a airplane fucking expert, but I mean, hot air rises, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about airplanes, so I can't really speak on it. I don't know.
See, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't know a lot of shit,
and that's how
and they shouldn't be speaking
100%,
shit, right?
Yes,
100%.
But they'll speak on it anyway.
100%.
Yeah.
When I start to talk about flat Earth and all that, and I don't even like to call it that because it almost has a.
They'll say you're like a flat earther.
Like, yes,
Yeah.
no, I'm not a flat earther. I'm just somebody that knows that
I don't know if
we live on a level plane.
I don't know if you're right or wrong, but I can't disprove it because I don't know enough.
Well, you do know that water always finds its level, correct?
Yeah, water always finds its level.
It doesn't find its curve. It finds its level. How do you find your level on a curved surface? That's crazy. We build on, everything has to be level, and we use water to make sure that it's level. Anyway,
I mean, it's just so much.
Yeah. What was I saying before this? I was saying,
We talk about jets.
no, I was saying I don't like to call myself
A flat earther.
Oh no, I was saying how people, I'll talk about this, right? And then people will try to like rebuttal you without studying anything. Like, we don't realize everything that you probably know about space.
We've been indoctrinated.
You learned in 3rd grade.
Yeah, we were indoctrinated.
No,
to
literally.
these things. Yes.
3rd grade.
Yeah.
They taught you about outer space and all this bullshit.
And whatever you attached yourself.
And now, when you start to like try to debate somebody,
Yeah.
you really, if you're real with yourself, you'll realize that you don't know as much as you think you know.
That's right.
You
No
only
one
know
does,
about
though.
what they taught you in 3rd grade, and then all the references, the visual references they've given you to make you believe
In
that
this
space
concept.
was real. You know what made me believe that space was truly real when I was a kid? After I saw Star Wars. I came out the movie theater, I knew it was real. Like,
Yeah.
before that, it was Star Trek. All these little references that make you feel like, oh yeah, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
So
So they never been to outer space. That's a lie.
okay.
There's only balloon satellites. They've never been outside of the Earth's atmosphere.
What do you think is outside of the Earth's atmosphere?
Water, most likely.
Hmm.
Just like it says in the Bible. Water. And when you look up through a real telescope, okay, if you really get you a real telescope or a Nikon P1000 or P900 that allows you to really look at the fucking stars, when you look at them, the way they flicker and move
Mm-hmm.
almost looks like how when you're looking through water. It very much reminds you of looking at something through water when you're in the pool and you see
Mm-hmm.
that. That's what it looks like. Go underwater and look up. How that looks, that's how it looks.
Interesting.
And these planets be pulsating. They turn different colors. They're not all, they say all the planets are round. No, they're not. That's not true. Because that's one of the arguments you'll get from people about when you say flat Earth and
Well, they're
they'll say
talking.
all the planets are round. No, those are pictures that NASA has made. First of all,
Imagery.
NASA gets $53 million a day as their budget.
53 million
A day
a day.
as the budget. Which is gives somebody a motivation to lie because that's a whole fund. Just imagine. See, and this is what's so slick about the devil. He'll lie about some shit, but then there's a whole money that goes into this. Dinosaurs never existed.
Wow.
But now we have a whole dinosaur finding fund that the people that know that dinosaurs don't exist, and we could just dip into that at any time.
Mm.
The people who really control shit. That's why all the countries will go along with this space shit and all of this type of shit and act like, oh yeah, we're sending shit to space.
So, do you believe in aliens?
If there are aliens, they're extraterrestrials, meaning extra land that we don't know about.
Okay.
There may be more land on this plane of existence,
That we are unaware of.
okay? Yeah, the Earth could be round, but it's not a ball. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so there may be outer rings. The South Pole is really an ice wall. It's a ring that goes all the way around what we know as the world. But there are earlier maps that show that there are inlets and all this type of stuff that lead to other rings where there's more land out there. I can never confirm or deny because there's a treaty called the Antarctic Treaty. Look it up. Where this is the one treaty where all the countries magically agree on something, and they're protecting it. But Putin has been on some shit recently, and he just recently revealed that it was black people,
Yes,
the Bible and all this type of shit.
Yes, he did.
He's also talking about backing up off that ice wall too,
Interesting.
and letting wherever the part that they're protecting, letting motherfuckers see what's real. So that being said, I don't know if aliens are real or not, but if they are real, they're not from outer space. They would be extraterrestrials, and terrestrial means extra Earth.